Boys are back.
Yes, sir.
Jeff, my first time seeing you in a month, dog.
Yeah.
It's been a month. How you doing?
I'm
man?
wonderful, sir.
Lead dog.
Lead dogs.
Yeah, we up out of here,
They
man.
thought we was up out of here.
Yeah, they thought it was beef. They thought it was beef,
They
Jeff.
thought I was on sabbatical.
Yeah, nah, for sure.
They thought you gave me my papers.
Nah, we never do that, Jeff. You ain't got to worry about that. Speaking of somebody that might have to worry about that, Weezy is out on assignment. Shout out to Weezy.
Shout out to him.
Shout out to you, dog.
Yeah, you there?
Show.
Yeah.
Give me your winner or loser of the week, Jeff.
Oh man, my winner of the week is the Caffeine app. You a big basketball fan,
for sure.
So we know how summer leagues work.
Yeah.
Our summer league here in Nashville, the Drew leagues and things like that. The Caffeine app, being the home of battle rap as well, is hosting the Drew League this year and other summer leagues as well. So you can watch them for free. So yeah, man, you be able to watch stuff like that. You get to see the clips all the time. I've never actually watched the games live. You see the replays of the game sometimes. So yeah, check it out this year.
It makes sense. Yeah. I wish you would have held that for halftime. That'd have been good for us to talk about.
My bad.
It's all good though. But yeah, I wish, dang, boy, that was a good one though for sure because Drew League, they just signed with Adidas. That's crazy.
Sure did.
Sure did. My winner or loser of the week is Ryan Fitzpatrick. Our guy, Jeff. 17 years, 7th round pick, career earnings of $82 million.
He robbed the league.
To be mediocre at best. At best. For sure. He is retired. Clap for him. He's eyeing a broadcasting job as his second act. But to make $82 million, to never really be the man and never really having high expectations. Yeah. And if you do exceed those expectations, you get another check. Yeah. Man, clap for him.
Fitz tragic, as they call him.
Or Fitz magic.
Depending where you're at.
Yeah,
he definitely robbed the bank.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, he stole the blind for sure. Let's get it, cameraman. Let's get it going.
Full Sport Press.
Yeah. No layup line, no warm-ups, no nothing. We just walking right into the stadium to get into the game. Let's do it. When the beat on, then it's on. Wearing the right jerseys on the road, cause how we feel where we roam is our home. Leaving these other podcasts null and void. The show can't miss something like Tom Shepard and corduroys. Full Sport Press, you know them boys. Jay run the point, lock for 3, and me, I crash the boards. Weezy told you that it's paid for. We
Greetings and salutations. I would like to welcome everybody back and some of you for the first time to the Full Sport Press Podcast, the premier sports podcast for the consummate sports fan. And this is your one-stop shop for all sports-related news and topics. I am J Ho.
It's your boy Big Jeff.
Weezy is out on assignment. Holla at you again, Weezy.
Yeah, my dog.
For you, dog.
Well,
Here you go. Cameraman, how you doing, brother? Just
Head
one,
nod,
two.
thumbs up.
You said
Can
what?
you make it up? You gonna bake head bounce?
For sure. You definitely gonna get the title this week. For
Yeah.
sure. I got you. Ain't no question. For sure. In the credits. Yeah,
Hosted by the cameraman.
hosted. Yeah, for sure. I got
Put
you.
your real name on there now? Okay, all right.
I realize I'm doing too much. Okay.
I ain't have to try.
Nah, for sure. Episode 420. Shout out to you, cameraman. We're handing out awards for the 2022 NBA playoffs.
FSP style.
Always FSP style.
You better damn know it.
You better damn believe it. Yeah, look at that. Jeff, best of the week. What you got, buddy?
Oh, man. I'm going to be wrestling this whole section right here.
Okay.
Maxwell Jacob Freeman is my best of the week.
Maxwell the singer?
Nah, better known as MJF in the AEW world.
Oh, okay.
I don't recommend you watch wrestling a lot, Jay.
Okay.
I don't recommend that because I want to wear out my welcome.
Yeah.
Go back to AEW Dynamite this past Wednesday. It's on demand, or I can send you the clip.
Okay.
His part of AEW had people, I shout out to the listeners of the show, reaching out to me, asking, am I watching live? I was not watching live, but asking, was I watching live? He had a moment where wrestling is always best when it almost could be considered real, right?
Okay.
People thinking maybe they probably should stop him from doing that. It was a train wreck. They had to cut his mic, drop the F-bomb on live TV. It was there. It was definitely worth watching. So MJF, my best of the week, he's having contract disputes in real life, and he took it to the ring, grabbed the mic, spoke his mind.
Gotcha.
Shout out to that.
Shout out to MJF for sure.
Yeah.
So you talking about Maxwell for sure.
Woo!
Woo! You know what I'm saying? That Maxwell.
Oh my God. Yeah.
What? My best of the week is the WNBA will announce 2 expansion teams before the end of 2022 with options narrowed down to Nashville, Oakland, Philly, Portland, San Francisco, and Toronto. We need one of these. I think for sure San Francisco, Oakland will get one. Yeah. And I think it'll be us, man.
It should be.
I think it should be us.
Yeah. Season ticket me.
Yeah, I'm going to those games for sure.
Yeah,
most definitely.
Orange hoodie and all.
Orange hoodie and all. Most definitely. It would be a Bridgestone.
Municipal.
Bridgestone.
Municipal.
It would be Bridgestone. There's nobody playing there.
It's going to be municipal, Jay.
There's no way that.
I'm telling you right now.
No,
It's going to be municipal.
It's not going to be. It'll be Bridgestone.
The first game might be a Bridgestone.
No, it's always going to be a Bridgestone.
It's going to be a tough sell.
No, I'm telling you.
Especially if, think about it, it's going to be hockey season, a lot of that too.
No, it won't.
Hockey playoff season.
No, it won't.
Hockey playoff is going right now.
Bro, just, no. Yeah.
It's going to be municipal.
I don't think so. I think it'll be Bridgestone. For sure. Worst of the week, Jeff. What you got?
My worst of the week. Keep it with the wrestling theme. Got two of them real quick.
You cheating, Jeff.
Yeah,
that means you ain't got 10 good wrestling segments.
I still got 10 good wrestling segments. There's a lot going on this week.
Okay.
A lot going on this week. I'm not going to go into why or how, but wrestling Twitter and Nikita Lyons, if you know the story, people will sell their soul for pretty privilege, man. I'll show you off air. I don't want to go into it.
Oh, okay.
But
wow.
there's a lot going on.
Okay.
And then also, the second worst of the week, Ric Flair's having his last match in Nashville on SummerSlam weekend. How fast the tickets sell out, cameraman? Give or take.
Really?
But it's not going to be at Municipal and or Bridgestone. It's going to be at the fairgrounds.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So...
Yeah, that's what they're going for, the old school feel. They're recreating the old school set and everything, but we don't mind seeing that. But I'm not paying aftermarket value for those tickets.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. My worst of the week is Ricky Williams, man.
Oh, my God.
He's on the Dan Le Batard show. He said that he has legally changed his name to Eric Myron to his wife's last name. Yeah. Said that Williams wasn't really his real name. His grandmother wasn't actually married to the guy. It was a different situation. You know how things can get a little tricky. Not going into the specifics of that for sure. But in a recent study, Jeff, of 877 heterosexual males that got married, less than 3% took their wife's name when they got married.
Let's just move on.
Facts.
Make sure you check us out on iTunes, Facebook, Instagram, Google Play, because whatever I was going to say was going to get us canceled. Stitcher, Spotify, Beyond Pod, YouTube, Anchor, and of course, the SoundCloud page to catch up on the full archive of past episodes of FSP. Just simply search Full Sport Press Podcast.
Jeff.
Yes, sir.
You have 10 good rest in a second.
Oh, yeah.
Let's start the clock.
Weezy is out. But, cameraman, it's still Hell in a Cell weekend. So you know what that means. Who gets the W? I guess it's myself and you, Jay, this week.
Let's get it.
All right, first matchup. Austin Theory is the United States heavyweight champion. I'm going to be real. I've been watching WWE a lot, so I'm a little rusty right here. So Austin Theory is the United States heavyweight champion. He's going against Mustafa Ali for that belt. Who gets the W, Jay?
Austin Theory, for sure.
I like that.
Yeah.
I'm going to go Mustafa Ali, but I think you're right.
Okay.
I really do think you're right. All right. In the actual Hell in a Cell match, Cody Rhodes versus Seth Rollins in the Hell in a Cell. I'm going Cody Rhodes. Go Cody Rhodes.
I'm going to go with Cody
Here
Rhodes.
you go. Cody Rhodes. And then the main event. Go Cody Rhodes. I don't. He's the new guy there. I can see that work. Okay. Now, the main event of the evening, Bianca Belair, the champion, versus Becky Lynch and Asuka for the women's champion in a triple threat match. Who gets the W, Jay?
My girl Bianca Belair and her homegirl.
Yeah, I think you're right on that too.
For sure.
Yeah, Bianca Belair. Yeah. All right. Yeah. That is Who Gets the W results coming back next week. Yeah. And as we always say, tune into the 808s and Chair Shots podcast each and every Thursday. Myself, shout out to my co-host Neek. And like we always say, you might not like it, but your auntie loves wrestling.
Most definitely. Now tweet us with questions throughout the week at Full Sport Press. Don't forget to comment, give us a thumbs up on the YouTube page, on the iTunes page. Please rate and subscribe. And more importantly, don't forget to tell a friend. That the revolution that will be podcasting. Before you start with the first half, Weezy is out. Jeff, you have a yellow box of Cheerios award recipient for the listeners.
I do, Jay. James Worthy.
For sure. James Worthy, he does it again, Jeff. He is back. For some reason, he goes out of his way to call out current players, their lifestyle, when himself made all kind of bad choices in life. As much time he played throughout the NBA. Anyway, James Worthy gave his opinion on the state of the NBA, and he said, and I quote, "All they do is practice threes and get tattoos and tweet," end quote.
That's an old man right there.
Two things can be true. You know, during the 1980s, players did several horrendous things, which are insane compared to getting tattooed and tweeting. James Worthy was busted in a prostitution sting.
I mean,
during his time with
if you
the
want to
Lakers.
be real.
I mean, let's talk. Even
so
get a little bit more specific. Yeah. James Worthy and Magic Johnson, your favorite point guard, they used to run trains on cheerleaders during halftime. Playing for the Los Angeles Lakers.
It's a wild time. It's a wild time.
You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, come on,
they
man.
need the AC Green on that team so bad.
Come on, man.
AC Green had to pray for all of them.
You know, this is not him crying out for something that he didn't do. He just might have missed out on some things. Yeah. But, man, listen, man, pot.
Yeah, call it a kettle.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, definitely. Spider-Man means.
Come on, man.
Yeah, you got to relax.
You running the train at halftime? You know how
it's a whole game.
That's a diabolical level of horny, dog.
Man, listen. You know how horny you got to be skipping all the Pat Riley's halftime speech?
When do you have time to get, you know, cameraman, can you get that to James? You ain't taking that to James? Jeff, you want to do that one?
No way. That's a horny dude.
That is a horny dude. That's a horny fella. You guys ready to get started the first half? It's just Let's you, Jeff. Do you ready? Let's go.
Full Sport Press.
This your boy FSP Weezy. Join us each and every Monday on all streaming platforms. And don't forget, everything is paid for.
The Revolution will be podcasted. First half, the hottest sports news of the past week, like I do each and every week here at the Full Sport Press podcast. Before we get started, I am Jay Ho.
It's your boy Big Jeff.
Jeff, where can they find you on social media, my brother?
Jay Easley 84 across all social media platforms.
Sure, and I'm Jay Hove on Instagram and Twitter. Let's talk on Twitter.
Yeah.
It's
It's rough for you to
right now. Today.
Just today.
It's just today. It's game one.
Yeah, man. No worries. Not a worry at all.
I don't think so. Yeah, for sure. One more time.
Of course.
Right. For sure. Yeah. So we're out of here. Let's kick the first half off with some NBA talk. Speaking of, the narrative of the 2022 NBA Finals has turned to a tale of two timelines. The Warriors have been there, done that, like Dr. Dre. Been there. Yeah.
Done that.
Okay.
You got guns?
I got straps.
You got straps.
For sure. In the last 5 seasons, the Celtics have made the Eastern Conference Finals 3 times. This is the time, though. This is their time to kind of figure out breaking through.
Yeah.
The two teams split their regular season matchups, with the Warriors winning the first and dropping the second. Let's break down how the two teams match up in a variety of categories. We'll start things off with the better starting five, Jeff. Who has the better starting five between the Celtics and the Warriors?
1 through 5 with cohesiveness and everything. I'm going Boston.
Me too.
I'm going Boston 1 through 5.
Yep.
That is a very impressive starting five with Smart, Tatum, Brown, Horford, my kid.
The reemergence of Al Horford.
Tito.
Man, he would have found it. He would have found it. He would play about 5 more years. Everybody on that team from Florida. Everybody on that team from Florida. Torian Green.
Yeah.
Corey Brewer, Noah. Nobody else is playing at all. Corey Brewer is a coach.
But you got to think about Al Horford's game. It's always been low impact.
So,
and when the game changed, he changed his game too.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. The reason that I have the Celtics with the better starting five is because simply of Robert Williams.
Yeah.
He's better than Kevon Looney. For sure. That's the difference for me. He's a lot more active. He does a lot more. He's helping on defense. He just does a lot more than what Kevon Looney. He's very stiff. Robert Williams is a hybrid big right now. The way that Robert Williams, he's the big mystery of this. If he's 100%, it's going to be a tough out for the Warriors because he helps so much defensively on that team for sure. Yeah. So
he can switch 2 through 4, 2 through 5.
Yeah, 2 through 5 for sure. Yeah. And some small. Some of the bigger point guards, for sure. He's tough, absolutely. For sure. Move right along to the bench. Who has the better bench?
That's where Golden State
for
gets
sure.
Golden State gets on the bench.
Yeah.
Boston bench players come in. Yeah. I get a little scared.
Hit or miss.
Yeah, hit or miss. Because they own
Derek White. When he's on.
The internet got to chill on Derek White. Hairline, though.
No, for sure. His hairline's nuts. That's why he wear that little weak ass.
I forgot what it was. What is your prediction for the finals? My only prediction is that Derek White's hairline is going to be pushed further back.
He's stressed. Coach Pop ran that boy hairline into the ground. For sure. Yeah, now the Warriors really, though, have barely played with a fully healthy roster in the entire playoffs. Yeah. Iggy missed the entire postseason. Otto Porter missed 2 games. Gary Payton Jr., he's getting back to 100%.
Yeah.
He's so vital for that defense. If he's playing, he could do something similar to what Marcus Smart does, minus the offense for sure.
You know what a luxury it is to have Andre Iguodala with that type of experience, just to play whenever you want to. You know what I mean? Like that's amazing. Like, that bench is crazy.
That's a crazy bench. What about the trios? Who has the better trio, Jeff?
I'm going with history.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going with Steph, Clay, and Draymond.
Yeah.
For the moments, the moments aren't going to matter as much to Steph, Clay. They've been there. They've been through. There's not much they haven't seen.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like as long as Steph don't go nuclear game 7 in the game 6 like he did, as long as he don't do that,
What you talking about against the Cavs? He had 34 points.
He lost his cool.
You talking about Draymond?
Yeah, no, I'm talking about when Draymond lost his cool. I'm talking about Steph too. Steph too. Yeah, Steph had Aisha talking about people was fixing the games.
Yeah, she said the books was good. Yeah, she went crazy. Yeah, she fucking went crazy. I forgot about that. I'm going with the Warriors as well, but it really is dependent on Klay Thompson. He's shooting 28% in the playoffs from 3. So come on, he's only averaging 15 points. They need Klay, and I think he's focusing on getting back defensively so much that he doesn't have enough energy to play on offense. So the only thing that would make it a little bit more even is because the Celtics have played so much more basketball. They went through 2 game 7s.
2 game 7s.
Yeah, for sure. So I think Jason Tatum's averaging right around 41 minutes per game. If you compare that to Steph's right around 33 and a half. So that's an extra 3+ hours on the court. So that's the difference for me. Yeah. What about coaching?
This is tough.
This is tough.
But something has to be said for if you look at Boston last year, look at Boston the year before, and you look at Boston started this season, and people were writing them off, right? And now look where they are, and they're buying in to defense first. I'm not shoot way too many threes for me. Yeah, too many threes. I saw you
complaining about.
Oh my god, too many 3-point contests. Yeah, for sure. Definitely 3-point. But I'm going Boston with coaching.
Yeah, for sure. I'm going with Steve Kerr simply due to the fact that he's more willing to kind of make experiments and switching up lineups. Ime is very, very predictable. He doesn't do a lot of switching as far as bringing certain players in and out of his rotation. So it's fairly predictable, especially during these playoffs. And you look, Steve Kerr, he played Moses Moody 20 minutes one game. Jonathan Kuminga played 18 and a half, 20 minutes one time. So they are facing a team that likes to switch on defense, which has been a nuisance for the Golden State Warriors since they haven't had that type of defense played against them in the entire playoffs. And it's just an adjustment period, but that first game showed a lot for sure. Yeah. What about the winner and why, Jeff? Who you got winning and why?
I have Golden State in 6, simply because it's going to be a 3-point contest, and I'm taking Steph and Poole and Clay in a 3-point contest against Boston. Yeah, I mean, this is going to air after game 2 when you guys hear this. Right. So I may sound like an idiot at that point. But I really feel like after 2 or 3 games, we're going to see Boston is going to have to change up their approach. Yeah, because Golden State is going to have a quarter like they had.
Nah, for sure. Yeah. I agree 100% with that. I think that I have the Warriors winning in 6 as well. I think the Celtics just don't have enough experience. And they just don't have enough moxie to play. Grant Williams scored 0 points, played 16 minutes. Yeah. I'll talk about Grant Williams in the second half. He's a vital player for that team. Yeah. They just haven't played in those big games, and I think some of those guys are going to shrink in the moment for sure. And they don't play good at home. I've never seen a playoff team, a championship team. The Warriors were undefeated at home until that game that they lost in game 1. Yeah. So in turn, you have to win your home games, and Boston hadn't been able to do that. This is the first time the Warriors have lost, so I think that will be the difference. I think the Warriors will win 2 in Boston. Hey, it can happen. It can definitely happen for sure. Damn. All right. Somebody beating down the block.
That's aggressive right there. Speaking of aggressive, let's move on to boxing. Golly. All right, Jay. This past weekend, Gervonta Tank Davis showed why he's one of boxing's top 2, 3 knockout artists. Okay. He stopped undefeated Rolando Romero in the 6th round with one of those left hooks. Cameraman, I'm just saying. It's for the ages. Out of nowhere. Put him to sleep.
Man, it was quick.
Martin memes everywhere. Memes everywhere. It was in the Barclays Center, sold out crowd. Of course, Tank is a star. J-Ho, did you have a chance
to watch it? Yeah, for sure.
Great fight. What do you think in the future, what does it hold for Gervonta Davis?
Man, the most lucrative, I think, is Ryan Garcia. Have to be. Absolutely. As far as lucrative. His fan base translates to a strong pay-per-view showing, especially if Gervonta is free from those promotional ties that he's currently with, for sure. And the risk to reward could be right for Gervonta Tank Davis to go against Ryan Garcia, for sure. What you got?
I agree with Garcia. That's the money. That's the money fight.
Yeah.
If you want to do it. Garcia is a social media darling. The chin, I don't know. I don't know if you want to stand in there in front of Tank like that.
Yeah.
But he's the money. If you want the money, that's the fight.
Yeah.
There's also a fight this weekend between Devin Haney and Kambosa. That's a lightweight fight. Both of those guys on paper, the winner of their fight makes too much sense for his next fight, just simply because of the weight and everything else. But the sleeper, to me, would be not this year, but next year, if they both can remain undefeated and just keep the noses clean. Shakur Stevenson.
Really?
He's moving up in weight each time he fights. He's showing that he has a skill set.
Yeah.
They've had Twitter back and forth. They sparred, and it makes too much sense. It's just the money won't be right now. They just got to both remain undefeated. So if Tank handles his business against Ryan Garcia, which I believe he will, keeps his nose clean. Shakur keeps his nose clean. What I mean by nose clean, stays an undefeated record.
Yeah, for sure.
By this time next year, that's the fight we call everybody over to the house if you're watching that fight.
Do you think that Tank will leave
Mayweather?
Yeah, TMT.
I thought he was leaving up until this fight because during the press runs, his tone changed.
It did. Yeah.
His tone changed, and he was like, "I don't know. I haven't really made up my mind." The thing is, I tell people all the time, it sounds good to be on your own. I'm my own boss. That sounds great. You got to do that paperwork.
Yeah, man.
You got to do that paperwork. You got to really sit down and do everything. Tank might just be a fighter. There ain't nothing wrong with that.
Nothing wrong with that.
The kid is talented, man. He is talented.
Yeah. He got $2 million for that fight too.
Listen,
and he got 50% of the pay-per-view sales
and
too.
He's a pay-per-view draw.
Now he is for sure.
Yeah,
for sure. So that's gonna be rough, man. For sure. All right, before we get started with halftime, let's talk some college sports. Athletic brand Jordan will become a school-wide sponsor of Howard University, outfitting the school sports teams. The agreement will be the brand's first venture into HBCU since North Carolina A&T University in 1997. Howard will join UNC, UCLA, Michigan, Georgetown, Marquette, San Diego State, Houston, Oklahoma, and Florida as Jordan Brand collegiate athletic departments. This new deal will not affect the agreement Howard has with Steph Curry's Curry brand for their golf gear. This is a big deal, little deal, or no deal, Jeff?
That's a huge deal for Howard, man. Howard got great color scheme already.
For sure.
So those PEs right there.
Yeah.
See what I'm saying?
Yeah,
the Howard PEs, they're going to go up.
Yeah, for sure.
They're going to go up.
Yeah, Jordan Brand has expanded, man. Chris Paul has really pushed to get an HBCU back with Jordan Brand. I remember when North Carolina A&T, because they had the weird like U-cut jerseys, real big joints.
They were finding their way.
Yeah,
that was when Jordan Brand was finding his way.
For sure. They found it for sure. But man, TSU has been pushing to get some representation from Nike, LeBron, Jordan, and they just don't have the alumni like Howard does to kind of get that push. You know, like Kamala, Anthony Anderson is with Howard, then FAMU has Will Packer, of course, and Jerry Lorenzo. They get FAMU and they get Howard respectively into the light. Deion Sanders is pushing heavy with Jackson State. So we just don't have the representation. Robert Covington isn't doing enough. He's trying. He's trying. He's trying. He's keeping the lights on. He's keeping the HBCU lights on in the NBA. We just need a little bit more from other alumni. You know what I'm saying?
Jordan Brand, TSU jersey at the land of the golden sunshine.
You know what I'm saying? Like, we've been trying to push that for years. Can't
tough.
get it.
That'll be rough.
We can't get it.
That'll be strong.
They won't, you know?
Yeah.
They went with fam. They went with
even
fam.
LeBron went with FAMU, yeah.
See what I'm saying? That's the Will Packer. That's the Kamala Harris.
Yeah.
Like appeal. Anthony Anderson.
You gotta make a call.
Yeah, I gotta do something.
You gotta make a call.
I gotta do something.
Yeah.
Shit. The boy down there in Under Armour, they don't even, Oprah ain't doing shit.
Yeah, let's just be
honest.
Oprah don't give a damn. Oprah don't give a damn about our black ass TSU. She don't give a damn.
The Under Armours don't even squeak.
Oh my God.
You know what I mean? Like, you know, like the rope. No, bro, they just, come on.
They still making Embiid's or they wearing the steps?
Yes, Embiid still, he only dropped one shoe. He been with them 3 years. He dropped one shoe.
They wear the same shoe 3 years.
Yeah.
That's it.
New colorway.
Yeah.
God damn, man.
Yeah.
God damn,
that's
man.
rough.
Yeah. You guys ready to get started with halftime?
Let's do it.
Let's get it, guys.
Make sure you check us out on Anchor, iTunes, Facebook, Instagram, Google Play, Stitcher, Spotify, Beyond Pod, YouTube, and of course the SoundCloud page to catch up on the full archive of FSP. Just simply search for Sport Press Podcast.
Halftime, we are back. Weezy is out on assignment, so we're going through current events with Full Sport Press.
Let's do it.
Featuring the franchise himself.
Oh my gosh.
Who's the franchise? That is the franchise. And myself. All right. PS5, Jeff. You still haven't got your PS5.
PS5.
Verizon members, if you own a Verizon account or phone or internet, you were able to purchase a PS5.
AT&T.
Get on the line.
You on the clock.
You on the clock.
You on the clock.
You must have been left though.
Yeah.
I've been trying to get you on throw it to X.
Yeah.
Why you ain't throwing up the X shit, dog?
I've been there 15 years.
Yeah, that's how I felt with Sprint.
Yeah.
And sometimes you just gotta leave
on.
an abusive relationship. It's one sided.
That's real.
You know what I'm saying?
I respect that.
Yeah, no, for sure I did. Then I went to Verizon.
Yeah.
And then it was Raping You Records.
Yeah, definitely.
Puff Daddy.
Right. Oh, my God.
Puff Daddy. Oh, man. And now I'm throwing the X up. And I'm happy.
That's good.
That's where you want to be.
Yeah.
Happy.
I like happy.
That's
Spend
it.
my money and be happy.
That's it, for sure.
That's it.
Yeah. Now, John Madden's coming out. Are you getting it? Well, damn, Jeff, I can't even talk about you getting it because you playing it on PS4.
I'm still on the 4.
I see you online, too. I can't remember. I see him playing his little season and shit on the phone.
I'm kicking ass.
You still hot? We ain't finished that
Still
season.
Still hot.
Everybody got one, too.
Yeah, that was my one.
Shout out to Coach Wayman.
Yeah,
I be seeing Coach Wayman. He be playing. He back. So.
Yeah, I gotta give him one.
I got one. He don't even play his.
Yeah, shout out to Lot.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Chris got one. He don't play his.
Yeah.
Yeah, Luke got an Xbox and his don't even load up.
That's rough.
He mad as hell.
That's rough. Got the projects.
Hey man, he got that's the project living for sure. Last things before we get out of here. Hip hop.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying? This is a sports podcast for sure.
Yeah.
But we are huge hip hop fans.
Absolutely.
Huge hip hop fans
Absolutely.
for sure. Give me your top 5 albums, and we'll start at 5.
Okay.
So far, we're in June of 2022.
Okay.
So that's 6 months in.
6 months in.
Give me your top 5 albums. We'll start with number 5. Give me your number 5.
So are we doing favorites or top 5?
That's a good question. That's a really good fucking question. We will go with favorites.
Favorites. Okay.
Favorites.
Top 5. Top
favorites.
5 is a little different because you got to put the critical acclaim in there.
Yeah,
so
Jeff.
Favorites.
Then I ain't gonna lie. That's different. Then.
It's favorites.
Favorite, best.
Yeah.
Best favorite. Favorite, best.
All right. Number 5.
Number 5.
Babyface Ray.
Babyface Ray.
I like Babyface Ray.
You know what?
I don't know why I like him so much, but I like Baby. He makes great beat selections. He don't take a lot of risk.
Yeah.
Babyface Ray don't take a lot of risk. I like his music.
I ain't never listened.
You never heard of Face Ray? Okay.
Yeah, for sure.
Babyface Ray, man.
Yeah, not for sure.
Yeah.
My number 5 is Vince Staples, Ramona Park. It broke my heart.
Broke my heart.
Yeah, for sure. That's my number 5. Good one. It's solid.
Yeah.
Vince is, I think, though, he's a better personality than he is a rapper.
Yeah.
But this is a really good album, for sure. Good project.
Yeah, it's my number 4.
Okay.
It's my number 4.
It's
It's the project that turned, like, I've always respected Vince. Like you said, he's a personality.
For sure.
Smart guy.
Yeah.
Shout out to him with his finals commercial he had. But this album was really, really good.
Okay.
Homies everywhere. Just homies.
Yeah,
on the
that's
homies.
Every
song.
Super West Coast album, for sure. My number 4 is Jack Harlow's Come Home, The Kids Miss You, for sure. For sure. I mean, Come Home, The Kids definitely
It's a
miss
great
you.
title,
He
though.
got a New Balance shoe about to come out of 550. He also, has a great video with Drake.
Yeah, he also has Kentucky Fried Chicken.
For sure. He's on fire right now.
He's on fire.
Yeah, cut him off. You know what I'm saying? For sure. Give me number 3.
Number 3, I got Conway, God Don't Make Mistakes.
Hey, that's my number 3.
Yeah. Hey,
that's the one.
That's the one.
That's a good one.
That's a good album. Conway's always consistent.
That's a good one.
He's my favorite member of Griselda.
Yeah.
Conway.
Yeah, for sure. What about number 2?
Number 2, Push. It's almost dry.
It's almost dry. 2.
Push.
And 2.
Push.
All right.
That's my joint.
I got a cheat code album. Yeah. It is Donda 2.
Oh my gosh.
From the STEM player. I have a STEM player.
Yeah.
I got a STEM player. Donda 2 for sure. It's a good album.
Does that album ever come out?
Yeah, it'll come out. I would say it'll be a summer album.
Okay.
Yeah, for sure. And Numero Uno, Joe.
Got it.
Oh, hell no.
The double disc.
Nah.
The double disc got it.
Double disc got it.
Double disc got it. The second disc is no skips.
No.
Yep. Second disc is no. What you say, cameraman?
Yep.
No skips.
I heard it. But
Palm trees in Memphis.
I haven't listened to it again.
Oh man.
No replay value. For me.
Okay, I got you.
And number one for sure is Pusha T. It's almost dry.
You may say I was wrong for saying it was number 2.
He should have been number 1. That Gotti album is not fucking with that Pusha
That
album.
Gotti album. I had Gotti album as number 1 as soon as it came out.
Nah, me too with Push.
Yeah.
I had Jack in 1 then.
Jack let you down.
Jack didn't let me down.
Yeah, he let you down.
His first album is better than his second album, for
Absolutely.
sure. And this third one's gonna be crazy.
Coming with the 2 singles he had leading into this album,
Sure.
you
Should've
really
been.
thought Jack was gone.
He, if you listen to my review on that,
Shout out to you.
yeah, no, for sure.
Shout out to you.
Yeah. Listen,
You was there.
barely.
It happened.
I snuck in there. 500 episodes later, I snuck in there.
Oh my God.
And yeah, man, it was. I think they blew more of the budget on features.
Yeah.
And they should have
Yeah,
blew
big
more of the
dog
budget, like on
Production.
Production was a little weak on this album.
Check out that Babyface Ray though.
I'm gonna listen to Babyface Ray.
Yeah. I just threw you wrong with that Mozzie.
You didn't. I like that.
See?
I do. I got some shit in my playlist from that Mozzie for sure. Let's get started with the second half, guys.
Let's do it.
Let's get it.
Big Jeff for the Full Sport Press Podcast. And make sure you check out the Full Sport Press Podcast each and every Monday on iTunes, Facebook, Instagram, Google Play, Stitcher, Beyond Pod, Spotify, YouTube, and of course, the SoundCloud page. Just search Full Sport Press Podcast. And always remember, the camera's always on.
Second half, the 2022 NBA Playoff Awards. Before we get started, I am J-Ho.
It's your boy, Big Jeff.
Jeff, the 2022 playoffs have been filled with the share of blowouts, but we've still seen a healthy dose of standout performances for sure. Luka Dončić carried the Dallas Mavericks within 3 games of the finals. Morant gave the Warriors a run for their money. And with his back against the wall, Jimmy Butler turned in one of the grittiest performances in recent memory, other than his time in the bubble, for sure. Very similar, for sure. The Larry O'Brien and Bill Russell trophies will be handed out in a couple of weeks. For now, let's take a look in the rearview mirror. Let's sort through the awards of the 2022 NBA playoffs for the first time in Full Sport Press. Okay. Let's kick things off with the choke artist of the playoff. Let's go, Jeff. Winner and why?
Choke artist of the playoffs, the Phoenix Suns.
As a whole damn team.
As a whole damn team.
As a team, as an
organization, as a crew.
As a crew.
Yeah. I'm not saying they should have repeated this year. I'm not saying that. What I mean by repeat, make it back to the final. That's tough. That's a tough task.
Tall order.
But there's no reason why that team playing against that team in Dallas should not have been in the Western Conference Finals against Golden State.
100%.
And to be up 2-0.
Mm-hmm.
And
it was up 2-0.
Yeah, up 2-0.
It was up 2-0.
Yeah. No disrespect to the great ones because they got Chris Paul, Hall of Fame. I love their coach. Devin Booker's coming into his own. I get it. They have to pay DeAndre Ayton.
He wants to play the video game all night.
Oh boy.
Yeah, he got his PS5.
He did. He probably got 2. He got 1 for the road.
Said he would not stop playing the game.
Nah, that's rough.
You want to give him $180 million? We got it.
That ain't helping his cause. That ain't helping his cause.
Hello?
Yeah.
I don't think they resign him.
They got to.
I don't think they resign him.
You got to. You got to put that band together one more time.
You go get a Robert Williams and you a kid like that, and you Mitchell Robinson.
Mitchell Robinson's gonna be a free agent this year.
You go get Mitchell Robinson.
Chris Paul can make Mitchell Robinson look very good.
And on top of that, you go get somebody else that can play the 4 and a person that can really play the 4, like Julius Randle. Hello? You see what I'm doing now?
You see
what I'm saying? You sign and trade him to New York. You get Julius Randle and Mitchell Robinson. Let's go home.
New York wouldn't do that.
They have no. They
New York wouldn't do that. New York wouldn't do that. Not both.
They don't. Mitchell Robinson is an unrestricted free agent.
I understand that, but you got to have. They got to do to make the contracts work. It had to be a sign and trade, right?
Both ways.
That's what I'm saying.
Whatever Julius Randle will get, Julius Randle signed for $170 million. Same thing.
Okay. I don't think the Knicks would do it. They should.
That's starting 5. CP,
Book,
Mikal Bridges, Julius Randle, Mitchell Robinson.
That's solid.
Okay. That's solid. My choke artist of the playoff is Kevin Durant. He barely found any room to breathe throughout the first 3 games of the Nets' first round series against the Celtics. KD, Jeff mentions it all the time when we talk KD. He's supposed to be the cheat code, for sure. He only managed to get 22 points a game. You can't do that. And you're a superstar cheat code, 7'5" wingspan. You can't block his shot. No, bro. Next to no one predicted those guys to get swept. They got swept.
Weren't they the only sweep of the playoffs, I think?
No, it was a Golden State. No,
Jokic got him 1.
Yeah. Jokic snuck in 1.
Yeah,
They gonna sneak in 1. There was another one though.
I think that was it.
That's even worse.
Yeah, I think that was the
That's
only
even
sweep.
worse.
I know it was the only sweep in the first round.
Nah, no one thought that they were gonna get beat. Nevertheless, swept.
Yeah.
Man, I think ultimately this will hurt Kevin Durant's career. Like niggas, I said niggas, I'm tripping. People will always go back and remember what KD did. Very similar to remember LeBron in 2011.
How you had to bounce back.
Yeah, it was like, man, that was a rough one for him against the Mavericks. So yeah, for sure, KD, choker of the playoffs.
Not mad at it.
Most disappointing coach job of the playoffs.
This was probably the roughest one for me to come over. I had multiple choices here.
A bunch of them.
I'm going Doc Rivers. Going Doc Rivers. The easy one is the coach of the player you just mentioned.
Yeah.
Because he's there. But I'm going Doc Rivers. Only because I hold Doc to such a high regard.
Yeah.
And Doc's gotta cut bait on Tobias Harris, and he's gotta do it now.
Gotta do it fast.
He's gotta do it fast.
Soon.
Because you're gonna lose Embiid. Embiid is openly courting the Miami Heat.
Listen, man.
Openly courting them by saying, hey, he just needs another star.
You're gonna blame none of that on James Harden? We ain't gonna talk about how bad James Harden played.
Here's why of course he played bad.
Yeah.
But here's why I hold Doc to such a high regard. Because Doc made for sure Ben Simmons could never play for them again.
Yeah.
So
sure did.
Doc made it to where James couldn't come back, Ben couldn't come back.
Sure.
So with that being said, you gotta hit your wagon to Tobias Harris and James Harden and Joel.
Yeah. I got you.
Yeah.
I can dig it. My most disappointing coach of the playoffs is Monty Williams, man. Just everything you mentioned in the first award. He's one of my favorite coaches in the NBA, but he didn't have that team ready to play in that game 7. There were times throughout that 7-game series where the Mavericks looked like the superior team to the Suns. And if the Suns were able to play Golden State, they would be favorites to win the entire championship. Nevertheless, losing to a team that Golden State beat in 5 games, that's bad, man. That's bad, man. This team, I don't care if they were playing Golden State or Boston, the Phoenix Suns would have been favorites to win both.
Yeah.
It's not even a question. I'm still puzzled as to how they lost that series, man. And considering the fact that they have so many pieces that need to be traded or pieces that need to come back, something of that nature, it's going to be tough for that team to bounce back.
Yeah.
Because they got cheap-ass owners, too.
Yeah, it's true. That's true.
Next award is the breakout player of the playoffs. Give me your winning watch, Jeff.
Jalen Brunson.
I think that is the consensus.
Contract year.
Yep.
He earned him a contract.
Yeah.
He definitely earned him a contract in that Phoenix series. I mean, hell, even in the one game they won against Golden State, and then also if we want to go back to the Denver series, when with the 2 games Luka being out, he and Finney Smith like really held it down, man. So he earned that contract this playoff season.
Yeah, now he averaged 27 when Luka was out, so you step up, he goes well above NBR's actual pay grade for sure. He achieved a lot. In addition to that scoring, he was able to keep that team afloat.
Yeah.
He played so well during his contract season, he will be paid handsomely this summer.
They backing the Brinks up.
Nah, for sure.
Because Dallas can't lose him.
Nah, but they are, though. They're going to. They're going to have to.
They can't.
They have to get too many pieces to put around Luka, bro. They can't afford to keep him and get other pieces.
Luka is going to have to learn how to play off the ball, number one.
That's impossible.
I don't think it's impossible. I think it's just he doesn't want to.
He would have to get who's somebody that he would move off the ball for?
Brunson. Because Brunson has to be able to flourish. Like Luka can't pat to his 12 seconds left on the clock and try to make something happen.
Jeff, what I'm saying is, who is a person that you would put at point guard and be like, hey, I'm gonna run the show. Luka, you play off the ball.
It doesn't have to be all game, but it has to be. Even if you had somebody like off the top of my head, because he's a professional.
Yeah.
A Dennis Schroeder.
No.
That type of player though. Even if it's Pat Bev. Like just somebody where they can allow him to not expend so much on offense.
It would have to be Damian Lillard.
But you can't do that though. That's perfect world.
I'm saying,
that's perfect world scenario.
That's the caliber of player that would make Luka go off the ball. It had to be somebody that he respects and also needs to play with. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. That's why Devin Booker gave him the ball, because of CP.
I got it. I know. I understand what you're saying. I'm just saying he needs a point guard that could, if you could somehow reincarnate Jameer Nelson. I say he passed away, but it's a point guard that run the show to get Luka off the ball. Because him patting 10 seconds left on the clock, that's too many wasted possessions and too many threes out of nowhere.
You know who else needs that point guard that you speak of right there?
Who's that?
The Boston Celtics need that too.
Yeah.
They need that.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, they do, for sure. Yeah, Jalen Brunson for sure. Yeah. Let's move right along to the sixth man of the playoffs, Jeff.
Who do you got? This is unanimous too, right? Jordan Poole.
No, not for me. For sure.
They're calling him the third splash brother.
Nah, he's playing phenomenal.
He's like their illegitimate third son.
Nah, he's playing at a high level.
Who would you have right
I have Grant Williams, so the Boston Celtics right here.
Can I be honest?
Yeah.
I hate when he come on the court.
Man, dog. He's tough to watch. But he is integral, bro, in that offense and the defense. He's averaging 8 more minutes in the postseason than he did in the regular season, shooting 42 from 3, dog. Yeah. Like, on the defensive end, that's where he really shined because he out-muscled KD, and he also made, like, Giannis play at a very high level. Like, he was pushing and just nitpicking at Giannis to the point, Andrew Holiday as well, just to kind of get them agitated. He's always on the floor. Grant Williams has made himself a 10 to 15 year NBA veteran.
He's Shane Battier.
For sure. 100%. Yeah. His skill set is rare, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a treasure commodity. Every team needs a person like Grant Williams. He's the 6th man of the playoffs for sure. I like Jordan Poole too. I mean, he started the first series for like 5 games.
Yeah, because
Steph was out. But then when he came in, he's a great 6th man. I just think Grant Williams does more for the Boston Celtics, even though he didn't do shit in game 1 for them. 0 points in 16 minutes.
Oh boy. Yeah. The thing about Jordan Poole though, is if they don't have Jordan Poole,
they lose in the first round.
With Clay getting his legs back, not taking anything away from Steph, but he's keeping them afloat right now.
I know you can't do this, but I'm getting rid of Klay Thompson and I'm keeping Jordan Poole and I'm trading him for like a Karl Anthony Towns.
You should.
If you're Bill Belichick,
Bill Belichick would do it.
He's doing it.
Bill Belichick might have done it during the season.
He couldn't do it during the season because he tried. But I'm trying to tell you, this summer, Bill Belichick would trade Klay Thompson.
Klay Thomps's gone.
He's gone.
Chip or not.
He is gone. Yeah. He's out of there. Yeah. Hooker crook.
Yeah, hooker crook.
Hooker damn crook. Rookie of the playoffs. Winner and watch,
My guy from the Pelicans, Herbert Jones.
Oh, ain't no question about that.
Man, he put on the show.
Yeah,
it's fun to watch, man.
Yeah.
Raised his scoring average by 6 points almost. Raised his rebounds up and his assists. He was out there balling.
He was playing at a high level. Yeah.
They were not afraid in that first round. And they're going to be good.
And if they had Zion,
see what I'm saying?
If they had Zion, they might have beaten Phoenix.
That's why Phoenix would look a little funny in the light this year.
Man.
To me.
Come on now. And you got to look at...
man's over there talking bad to LeBron, Cam Reddish.
Yeah.
Come on, Cam.
Come on, Cam Payne. Yeah. And then 3 of their top 4, like, integral players. Herb, Grand Theft Alvarado, and Trey Murphy.
Yeah.
All play, like, significant minutes.
Yeah.
Man, that kid... Numbers aside, the way he played defense, man, against Mikal Bridges, sticking Chris Paul, making it hard for Chris Paul, Devin Booker, man, he took on the challenge like a veteran, man. And Herb Jones, that's a good team, man.
Yeah.
That's
and
a good
if you're
team.
Zion, you looking at that like, I can do something with this.
Okay. Yeah, now you look at that like, okay.
You got B.I. B.I.'s you got to keep being with him. You got McCollum. And then you got to do you. Like your 2017.
I think he was the best defender in that entire series, man. People aren't talking about how hard Herb Jones like played.
Yeah.
He's gonna be good.
Yeah.
He was SEC Player of the Year.
Yes,
for sure. Let's move right along to the coach of the playoffs.
Herb as well?
I Herb as well.
Okay, cool.
Oh yeah, no question about that. Yeah, coach of the playoffs, Jeff. Winner why?
Jason Kidd. Overachieved, man.
He did. He did overachieve.
Come on, starting this playoffs, we did not. Yeah. I mean, heck, I think we here thought they were losing that first round series because Luka was hurt.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Like, so with Brunson, definitely Brunson. Finney Smith, you know what I mean? So
who's that they beat?
They beat Denver. They beat not Denver. I'm sorry, Utah. I said Denver. I meant Utah. Yeah. I think I said Denver earlier, but I meant Utah. They beat Donovan Mitchell and my man who say the word, Rudy Gobert.
Rudy Gobert. That team's done.
Coach, both players.
Coach, both
restart.
players. Restart.
Who was your coach of?
Oh yeah, for sure. My coach of the playoffs is Ime Udoka.
Yeah,
for sure.
Great choice.
Yeah, no, for sure. The most surprising result of the playoffs was that dismantling of the Brooklyn Nets. In a series, we thought they would go at least 5-6 games.
I had 7. I had 7. On paper, that was the best matchup of the play. After that first game, remember that first game?
That's true.
That first game was amazing.
Yeah, it was a good game. Yeah, it just he looked uncomfortable. KD looked uncomfortable the whole time. And a fair share of that credit goes along to Ime, his game planning, the way that he just dialed up the entire series in the first round. Then the next round, for them to play at the next level like that, man, against the Milwaukee Bucks. In the end, the way that they couldn't stop Jimmy. Man, it was no Jimmy.
Playoff Jimmy.
Playoff Jimmy is
rough.
But I'm telling you, man, Ime is doing a great job. First year coach, going to the finals. Man, he's doing a really good job, man. Coach of the playoffs, Ime Udoka.
I saw the best tweet about him was I saw it the other day. Somebody said, "You see who he's going home to?"
Yeah, for sure. Happy man.
They said he's on house money. Win or lose, he's a champion.
He is a champion. Every year.
Every year.
For sure.
Win or lose, he's the champion.
For sure. Yeah. That's a good point. For sure. Defensive player of the playoffs, Jeff, who you got?
Man, it may be recency bias,
yeah,
but watching Marcus Smart, how he broke down, how he was explaining their defensive sets and how to move, just making sure everybody's in the correct position. Yeah. It was like watching Ray Lewis when he was a Raven and how he would call out everything pre-snap and Peyton Manning with the arm. It was dope, man. Intellectual basketball is something else, man. Yeah. So I'm going Marcus Smart.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. I'm going with Andrew Wiggins, man.
Oh, it's solid.
Yeah, he wanted the opportunity and the assignment of guarding the best wing scorer in every series, and it really showed when they played against Luka, man. Yeah. He defended Luka full court, 94 feet, made him shoot and make tough shots, and by the time they played Game 5, Luka was dog tired. He didn't even play defense the last 3 games because he was trying to save some of that energy to play offense, man.
Or whatever he calls defense.
Yeah, not for sure. But this is the thing. A player like Luka Dončić, a player like Giannis Antetokounmpo, Jimmy Butler, they're going to get their points, but you have to make it difficult. Yeah. And if you saw in Game 1, he made it difficult for Jason Tatum, for sure. Jason Tatum was 3 for 17 from the field. Bro. That was a rough game for him. Mm-hmm. And that's scary, though, for the Warriors because that guy was 3 for 17 and you won by 12 points.
There's also Jaylen Brown.
Jaylen Brown played well. Yeah. And then Al Horford,
Tito,
Derek Brown, Derek White, Derek White, and somebody else. They was like 15. Oh, and Marcus Smart. They were 15 for 24. That won't happen again. Law of averages is going to even that out for sure. But, for sure. The way that Andrew Wiggins, they don't win. They don't make it to the finals without Andrew Wiggins playing defense the way he's playing defense.
Shout out to D. Harris. He called Andrew Wiggins a better Harrison Barnes.
He's a better Harris. They about the same, but I like that though, D. Harris. Yeah, not for sure. He is. Harrison Barnes. He's a little bit more athletic. Yeah, for sure.
But what I mean by that championship run when they had Harrison Barnes, they upgraded him for KD. Sure. Which then,
telling you, Bill Belichick is packaging Andrew Wiggins, Klay Thompson, Karl Anthony Towns.
You can't send Wiggins back there. You can't send him back there. They won't do that again.
Or you do it for Evan Mobley or something. You see what I'm saying?
So if you do this hypothetically, you're in the time machine, you make this happen. What does that starting 5 look like next year?
Where in Golden State?
No. I don't know like in Golden State. Okay, in Minnesota.
Oh, in Minnesota. Okay, they're gonna they're gonna get rid of the boy. They're getting rid of D'Angelo. He's gone.
D'Angelo's gone.
D'Angelo's gone. Oh, he's gone. Period. God, with this trade or not, D'Angelo's gone.
Sheesh.
Oh, he can pack it up.
Really?
Oh, he can pack it up.
That's my dog too.
D'Lo's my guy too. But he's a rap. Yeah, because he doesn't play any defense at all. Yeah, he takes bad shots. Yeah, and he be turning that bitch over.
He needs more. He needs rhythm. He needs volume.
He needs a volume scorer, volume shooter. Yeah. Everything volume. His middle name should be volume. Yeah, he's a volume everything. Okay, for sure. And the last award, the granddaddy of them all, the most valuable player of the playoffs. Give me a winner and why, Jeff.
It's Luka. To me, it's Luka. Put that performance he had against Phoenix, staring down Devin Booker, staring down Chris Paul. Putting your team on your back. That's what championship runs are made of. Right now, of course, he fell short. Yeah. They ran the gas. He's got to come in. I joke about him all the time. He's got to come in next season a little more in shape.
Jeff, shut up.
Shut up. He does.
Shut up.
He does.
Man, your favorite player is out of shape right now.
He did, and I'm not saying I'm not saying Zion doesn't.
I'm not fat shaming. Yeah. I'm just saying.
I just said come in better shape, come in better basketball shape. That's all. Okay. But MVP of the playoffs, just for making the Western Conference Finals, would be Luka Dončić.
Okay. I have Jimmy Butler.
I like it.
I have Jimmy Butler for sure. He deserved the Larry Bird trophy for the Eastern Conference Finals MVP. I think he deserved that for sure. They should have did that the same way they did Jerry West. Yeah. He got Finals MVP and didn't even win.
It's only person I ever saw that should have got that was LeBron.
LeBron should have got
LeBron,
that.
They gave the 80.
He should have got it for sure. Yeah. But he took it back to the bubble with this performance, man. This time making that outmatched squad because you got, what's the kid's name? Duncan Robinson, who got $90 million. He don't even play. Kyle Lowry is out of shape. Tyler Harris, you could tell, dude, Kyle Lowry's out of shape. He's out of shape.
Who ain't saying he's in that text to Raymond Felton? Oh, my God.
He's out of shape. I'm going to be real. He had to go up a jersey size.
It's messed up, man.
Yeah, for sure. Tyler Hero's hurt. Bam playing every other
I don't know
game.
about Bam, though. We got to have a talk about Bam.
Yeah, Bam is playing out of position, bro. They need to get a 5. He needs to play the 4. Yeah.
I got you.
Yeah, but the way that he dropped 35-point performances, he dropped 6 35-plus performances. Yeah. 6.
I like it.
6 times, dude.
I like it.
And a game 1 and a game 6 and a game 7. Crazy games against Boston. He needed one more teammate that wasn't out of shape. It wasn't hurt. I don't know what
he got the process.
Yeah, he's
called him out in Philly.
He's 33, man. Getting a little long in the tooth. Yeah. Significant tread on his body thanks to Coach Tibbs. Tibbs put 100,000 on his ass in 2 years, dog.
Luckily, he's a luxury vehicle. But man,
went and played for Tibbs again in Minnesota.
He liked Tibbs, though.
He loved Tibbs.
He liked that kind of coach.
Yeah, no, for sure. But I just don't see him having the tread to do this again. He has to get some help. His 3-point percentage is down to 23%, 7 for 24 from 3. Shooting terrible, man. But it's hard to see a situation, man, where Jimmy Butler is not playing at a high level for a contender. And I think Miami needs to put a little bit more help around him, and I think they'll address that now.
Get rid of some of that culture, some of that heat culture. Go get you a player.
Go get a player.
Go get your ball player.
Get rid of Kyle Lowry. Yeah, you got to get in shape. It's hard to get back in shape when you're having a hamstring. Ask James Harden. Come on, man. James Harden's out of shape, man. His hamstring has been smoked for 2 years, bro. 24 months, dog. Yeah. And his hairline going back like Derek White's. Man, it's rough. It's rough. Yeah, man, for sure.
Shout out to James Harden.
Shout out to James Harden, though. That was fun, man, doing a playoff. Just looking through the rearview mirror, like, you know what? No Steph awards. You know, Steph deserved one of those, but you know, yeah.
He got his award. He got his district championship award.
You see what I'm saying? It wasn't a district championship award. He won the Magic Johnson award. Halftime award.
Oh my God.
That's some diabolical horniness, dog. It's nuts, man, for sure. Jeff, glad to have you back, man.
Thanks, man.
You know
good to be back.
Yeah, no, for sure. Cameraman, Weezy, still out on assignment.
My dog.
Sure, man. You know what I mean? I don't know. But yeah, now another one in the books, man. We appreciate everybody pulling up, listening. Yeah. For sure. We talked a little hip hop in there. That was fun. Had a good time today, for sure. And we haven't done a show with me and you in a long time,
Yeah, it's been a while.
It's been a while. Yeah, for sure. Fun. One more time? Yeah, we have.
No, we done.
We for sure. Most there. And shout out to Cam. Cam was filling in Cam.
Yeah.
And Cam, we known earlier. Cam would have filled in this
Cam
week. He would have been here for sure. Most definitely. Now, to his questions throughout the week at Full Sport Press. Don't forget to comment, give us a thumbs up on the YouTube page, on the iTunes page. Please rate, subscribe, and more importantly, don't forget to tell a friend.
To tell a friend.
Jeff.
Camera's always on, brother.
So, Cameraman, the revolution will be podcasted. We are out.
Thank you for listening to the Full Sport Press podcast. To catch up on previous episodes, please check out the YouTube page and wherever you find your favorite podcasts. Don't forget, tell a friend to tell a friend.
The revolution will be podcasted.